Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fights off a defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. Is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Running with purpose. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball and when you go to play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Hawkeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And just think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football. Well, way back, the guys at Auburn's had like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Well, Auburn's had some great ones.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, a game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the blow. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Timeout run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And we're going to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 16, but have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Dump off caught by the running back. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they can sell out and bring the pressure.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second down after that previous play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Hawkeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking for some space is Matthews. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. to try the PAT. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Just timing up for one more play in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Contact as he let the ball go. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's a short completion of the big tight end. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. Refusing to be brought down. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice game.
This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not in that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on it.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Quarterback keeps the football. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
I like what the offense coordinator is trying to do here to try to keep the defense off balance by mixing up his play calling. But hey, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. They're not fooled at all on this play. Nice tackle for a loss here against the option.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Now it's second down here. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw testing the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. You bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
He's found some room at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line. And the Hawkeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Bush. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. Linebacker shifting around now. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Hawkeyes with first and 10 here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if you do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Okay, set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Backed up with the one. He's going to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Tigers. No chance to catch him.
I can't believe they threw the football. I think the defense is surprised as well. Looked like they had everybody up near the line of scrimmage to just stop the run because they thought they might take the easy way out. Instead, they show confidence in the quarterback. They throw the football, and my gosh, does it pay off. 99 yards for a touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Ball handed to the running back. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. And he pulls in the catch. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
He fires it. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fights through the tackle.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter, a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Back in motion now. Will hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Auburn. And this one is getting ugly.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They'll run it to the right side. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to the lead. Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with a field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Receiver makes the grab. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12.